Hi, I'm Zombie Cat, and you are watching Wait a minute. Why does that say Zombie Cat? My name is Movie Cat. You guys know I hate being called Zombie Cat. I'm not a friggin' zombie. Do I even look like a zombie to you? Hey, why did you start giggling when I asked that? People constantly call me that. Not that I really hate or have anything against zombies. I love a good zombie film, and history is full of really fantastic zombie films. It's just that nowadays they have gotten so popular that they have horribly flooded the market. We have drowned in them since. It's safe to say I'm burnt out on zombies. Zombies are overplayed. My name is Movie Cat. I am not a cliche. Not a zombie. Anyway, with that little episode behind us, let us get to today's movie, which is about zombies. Zombie cops. Fighting criminal zombies. All resurrected from a machine created by Vincent Price. Yes, this is an actual movie called Dead Heat, a 1988 action comedy horror film that managed to separate itself from other zombie movies, even back in the 80s. It stars Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo as the two Pickering buddy cops dropped into a case that is literally a dead end. So get ready to get your riot gear on and your shotguns loaded, because it's time to take on the undead, comedic buddy cop style. So, we start the film with two rough-looking customers robbing a jewelry shop.
Quit digging around, Smitty, come on! Idiot!
Well, either they are being robbed by a couple of bondage enthusiasts, or Zed brought out the gimps. Then after that setup, we meet our two stars. A rough and rowdy renegade teamed up with a by-the-book prissy goody two-shoes. Classic. Or cliche, however you want to choose. I'm going with classic.
Woo! Right, kick-ass dirty Harry!
Hate to lose him this time.
Roger, but you can't get him if you're dead, man.
Foreshadowing. They respond to the robbery and try to take the robbers out, but the robbers take all their bullets and keep on coming, so they have to find other ways to take them out. Where did this guy come from? Looney Tunes? Oh, that is just typical police procedure. If you find yourself up against an undead assailant, just turn him into a car sandwich. Wow.
You're under arrest. You have the right to remain disgusting.
You sure that's necessary?
You can't be too careful.
Mortis!
Oh yeah, I like these two already. The two buddy cops are Roger Mortis and Doug Bigelow. Wait a minute. Roger Mortis. Rigor Mortis. Oh, seriously, movie? Wow, you have taken foreshadowing to a whole other level. It seems that this was just the next in a rash of crimes that have been sweeping the city with criminals who seem not to go down with bullet wounds. Roger and Doug go to meet the mortician lady, Rebecca, the off-and-on girlfriend of Roger's, who has found some terrible things about the two criminal corpses they brought in.
They had surgery?
Nope. They had autopsies. They've been here before, fellas. I certified them myself.
You know you are a dang good mortician when your customers come back for more.
In 5 years, she'll be damn good, but right now she's too quick to jump to fanciful conclusions without really digging for the truth. And that, gentlemen, is what autopsies are all about. Asshole. I beg your pardon.
Hey, it's Jack the Night Stalker. This movie just got even more awesome. Chemicals found in the body leads them to Dante's Pharmaceuticals, and so they go there to investigate.
Good afternoon. Police Detectives Mortis and Bigelow.
Sorry to interrupt your erection, pal, but we'd like to speak with the management of this facility.
Back in the 80s when you could do stuff like that and keep your job. Today you can get fired just for making a joke on Twitter. They meet with the head of public relations, Randy James, and she takes them on a tour of the place.
When we have to kill an animal, it goes in here. And a piston evacuates the air in a period of a few seconds. The animal perishes quickly and quietly.
Didn't I see one of these at Disneyland?
Yeah, that is where they put you if you accuse them of ruining Star Wars. Ow. While Roger talks of Randy, Doug sneaks off to do some snooping and finds something interesting. Wow, what a really overcomplicated microwave. Doug gets attacked by an undead biker monster and Roger comes to his rescue.
What is this thing? Very ugly.
I'll tell you what it is. It's some really awesome makeup special effects. During the fight, Roger gets pushed into the Disney death room, and some mysterious figure turns it on, killing him, which means he can finally live up to the name Roger Mortis. Or should I say, die up to the name? Rebecca shows up to see Roger's body, and Doug takes her to see the resurrection machine. She tinkers with it and discovers that is what they are using to make the undead criminals. She figures out how to use it, and they put Roger in it to see if it works.
Someone has found a way to revitalize dead tissue, the way a starfish grows new limbs. After all, what really separates life from death?
But the soul, Becky, what about the soul?
Hey, the funny thing here is that it's the big dumb Neanderthal who stops to ask the important and intelligent questions.
Don't you see, we literally brought him back. Oh my God.
What is it?
I'm not getting a heartbeat.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
So now he is a zombie cop. Hey, why didn't they name this movie that instead? It worked for RoboCop. I guess now that he is kind of alive, he has now lived down from his name. These jokes are terrible. Fire our writers. Rebecca then brings him even worse news and tells him that the machine's effects seem to last only around 10 or 12 hours, and after that his reanimated tissue will massively decay and he will melt down into zombie stew.
Becky, can't you just pop him back in for a recharge?
This thing isn't a toaster oven, Doug. Come back to the lab. Maybe we can do something.
Of course it's not a toaster oven. We only established that that is a microwave. Roger decides to use his last hours on Earth to try to solve his own murder and bring the people behind it to justice. This is actually a really fun movie premise. Why don't more people know about this film? They give a visit to Randy James, and while in her house discover a video she does not want them to see.
This may be the last time that I ever talk to you. And I want you to know certain things that I was unable to say until now.
Hey, they discovered Vincent Price. That is some dang good police work. Oh yeah, and then two heavily armed zombies bust in and tried to kill them, and a big fight ensues.
Death by stereo.
After the fight, Roger decides to change his clothes and freshen himself up a bit. No, awesome Mr. Zombie Prop. You can never outdo the classic cat jump scare. Forget about it. They learn some new clues that leads them to a shop in Chinatown, and when they go there, they discover that for some reason, the entire place has been turned into a resurrection machine. When Chinese food goes bad, all heck breaks loose. Okay, this has just gotten ridiculous and incredibly amazing. Hey, you missed the grinder. That was a wonderful opportunity to...
That's it. From now on, I'm a vegetarian.
What? No. He clearly missed that grinder. Stop cheating, movie.
How do you fight this thing? Maybe we could drown it in A1 sauce.
Oh, yay! A boss fight! They manage to shut the machine down and kill all the resurrected animals, and while they are riding back in the car, they share some bits of life's fun facts.
If you took all the people who've died since the beginning of history, and all the people who are alive right now, it'd be about the same number.
Not only that, if you multiply the population of Rhode Island by the square root of my ex-wife's weight...
Hey, movie, I wanted to hear the punchline of this stupid joke. Don't leave me hanging here.
Just stop by to reserve a body bag.
Oh, that's very good! Oh, that's
I love that guy.
I wonder who is going to turn out to be the villain. It's very hard to tell. They go to Doug's house to meet up with him and find something very disturbing. Aw, I actually like that character. You know, lots of people hate Joe Biscopo, but I have always thought he was funny. Yeah. You can kiss my cat booty. That is when Randy James confesses that she too was dead and brought back by the machine. I'm starting to think that this may not be a light-hearted comedy here. Anyway, using some clues that he had found earlier, Roger discovers that the same person behind all of this is, yeah, you guessed it, Mr. Kolchak himself. But when he goes to confront him, the evil mortician gets the better of him.
I hope you don't mind sharing the bed space. Yes, I know it's a nuisance, but then Smithers was always a nuisance.
Wow, nobody is safe in this movie. They are going to bump off the entire cast. I wonder who is going to turn out to be a zombie next. They handcuff him to the back of the ambulance, but he kicks the gears out of park and makes a daring escape. You dirty whores! It's very lucky for him that he was parked on a big hill and that he was already dead. We then get a scene that was probably in all of the trailers. Wait a minute, how exactly did he unzip that body bag from the inside?
Poor people are supposed to die, but the same rule doesn't apply to us. We're rich. God wants us to live forever. And even if he doesn't, we can always buy him off.
Even in his twilight years, Vincent Price was a pure acting boss. No one did it better. Now that is how you make an entrance. Yeah, zombie shootout! Roger crashes the party and tries to kill the villain, but he has one more nasty surprise for Roger.
He can't understand a word you said, Roger. He's been brain dead too long, which means that he's mindless and totally obedient. Kill this guy, would you?
Kill this guy, would you?
You know, it's always very sad when best friends fight, especially when they are both dead. After a bit of a struggle, Roger manages to get him to remember who he is and get him back on his side.
He said I should hurt you.
But I'm gonna hurt him.
Kill that guy, would you?
It's good to see that even after being murdered, Roger still has his sense of humor.
Oh no, you bastard's not gonna take me.
You cheated me.
How diabolical! Killing himself so that the hero does not get the satisfaction of doing it himself. Though, there is just one tiny problem.
Hi, Doc. You want to see what happens when you resurrect somebody twice? Not really.
He forgot that they had a resurrection machine.
Hey, Rod, you think we'll be reincarnated? As what? Personally, I'd like to come back as the seat on a girl's bike.
Now that is truly inspiring.
You know, Doug?
What's that? This could be the end of a beautiful friendship.
Well, that was very fun. Yes, it was very campy and cheesy, and boy, was it entertaining. Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo, who played the two heroes, are wonderful together and have some great one-liners. There is loads of comedy here that work with some actually pretty horrific and gruesome moments, making this a very underrated horror comedy. Yes, it's very dark and everybody dies, but it still manages to not take itself seriously and be silly in its morbidness. I give Dead Heat 8 stars out of 10. And this nonsense has to stop. For the last time, I am not a zombie cat. I am movie cat. Hear me roar. Hee-yaw! Yeah, that is how you show them who is boss. Ah! They respond to the robbery and try to take the robbers out. I drew a blank. During the fight, Roger gets pushed into the Disney... I'm going to start that over. I didn't like that. Rebecca then brings him even worse news and tells him that the machine's effects seem to last only around 10 to 12 hours, and after that his reanimated embryo will do da do boo 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 doo boo. They learn some new clues that needs them. That's supposed to be leads them, not needs them. English. Learn it. Okay. This has just gotten ridiculous. And then Aw, I really like that character. Oh wait, I skipped something. Why are we skipping lines? Aw, I actually liked this character. You know, a lot. I'm starting to think that this was. This is not how the line goes. I'm starting to think that this may not be the lighthearted Anyway, using some clues that he had found earlier, Roger discovers that the person behind all of this is, you guessed. What? Don't guess. We then get a scene that was probably after the